The criminal justice system is supposed to be a beacon of fairness and justice, but all too often it's led astray by a culture of winning at all costs. That's where these pioneering women come in. Meet the female prosecutors who are breaking the mold and fighting to create a more equitable and just legal system. These trailblazing women have faced countless obstacles and challenges, but their determination and unwavering commitment to justice have made a profound impact on the legal profession and society as a whole. Join us as we explore their experiences, their successes, and the obstacles they've overcome in their quest to create a more just world. From the courtroom to the boardroom, these women are changing the game and showing us what it truly means to fight for what's right. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and enlightened by the incredible stories of these remarkable women as they fight to break the mold and pave the way for a brighter future. Elaine's story. Elaine's journey towards becoming a prosecutor. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, she saw firsthand the impact of crime on families and communities. She was determined to make a difference and bring justice to those who had been wronged. After years of hard work and dedication, she finally landed her dream job as a prosecutor in the city's district attorney's office. Elaine's latest case was her biggest yet, a high-profile murder trial that had captured the attention of the entire city. The pressure was immense, and the stakes were high. The defendant was a prominent businessman, and the media had already painted him as a cold-blooded killer. Elaine knew that this case would make or break her career. As she prepared for trial, Elaine began to see the darker side of the justice system. The win-at-all-costs mentality that permeated the DA's office made her question whether justice was truly being served. She struggled with her own moral compass, knowing that her duty was to convict the defendant, but also feeling the weight of the potential consequences if he was innocent. Elaine threw herself into the case, determined to uncover the truth. As she pored over the evidence, she began to notice inconsistencies and gaps in the prosecution's case. She dug deeper and uncovered new evidence that pointed to the possibility of the defendant's innocence. She knew that this could change everything, but she also knew that pursuing this line of inquiry could jeopardize her career and put her in danger. As she continued to investigate, she discovered that the victim's family had a connection to the DA's office, and that the prosecution had been pushing for a conviction at all costs, even if it meant ignoring evidence that suggested the defendant was innocent. The trial was in full swing, and Elaine was torn. She knew that the evidence she had uncovered could exonerate the defendant, but she also knew that revealing it could damage her relationship with her colleagues and put her in danger. As the trial reached its climax, Elaine had to make a decision about whether to continue the prosecution's case or to reveal the new evidence and risk everything. Elaine made the difficult decision to reveal the new evidence to the court. The revelation sent shockwaves through the courtroom, and the prosecution was forced to drop the case. The defendant was acquitted, and Elaine's career was left in tatters. Her colleagues turned on her, and the media vilified her for what they saw as a betrayal of justice. The aftermath of the trial took a toll on Elaine. She struggled with feelings of guilt and betrayal, and she was forced to confront the harsh reality of the win-at-all-costs culture that had driven her colleagues and the justice system as a whole. Despite the fallout from the trial, Elaine refused to give up on her commitment to justice. She continued to fight for what she believed in, even if it meant going against the system. Her actions sparked a conversation about the need for reform in the justice system, and her bravery and integrity earned her the respect of those who had once turned against her. In the end, Elaine's decision to pursue the truth at all costs had a lasting impact on the justice system and the lives of those she sought to protect. Susan's story. As a young girl growing up in a small town, Susan had always been fascinated by the justice system. She would spend hours reading about famous trials and watching courtroom dramas on TV. Her passion for justice was evident from an early age, and she was determined to one day become a prosecutor. Susan's path to becoming a prosecutor was not an easy one. She faced many challenges and obstacles along the way, but her passion for justice never wavered. Susan's academic journey from high school to law school was so great, she excelled in her studies and was regarded as one of the top students in her class. After completing her education, Susan faced the daunting task of finding a job in a highly competitive field. She applied to several firms and government agencies, but was repeatedly turned down. Undeterred, she continued to work hard and hone her skills, determined to one day achieve her dream of becoming a prosecutor. After several years of hard work and perseverance, Susan finally landed her dream job as a prosecutor. She was excited to put her skills to the test and make a difference in people's lives. However, she soon discovered that the justice system was not as just as she had hoped. Susan was shocked to discover the win-at-all-cost culture that had permeated the ethics and morality of law enforcement. She witnessed prosecutors who were more concerned with winning than with justice, and defense attorneys who were willing to do whatever it took to get their clients off the hook. Determined to make a difference, Susan took a stand against this pervasive culture. She refused to be a part of it, and instead focused on finding the truth and achieving justice for victims. Her dedication and hard work paid off, and she became known as a prosecutor who was willing to fight for what was right, even if it meant going against the system. In the end, Susan's commitment to justice earned her the respect of her colleagues and the admiration of the community. She proved that one person can make a difference, and that the pursuit of justice is more important than winning at all costs. Susan's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, dedication, and the pursuit of justice, and serves as an inspiration to all those who seek to make a difference in the world. As a young lawyer aspiring to become a prosecutor, it's important to remember that your ultimate goal is to seek justice, not just obtain a conviction. While it can be tempting to resort to win-at-all-costs tactics, such as hiding evidence or pressuring witnesses, these actions are not only unethical, but can also lead to wrongful convictions. To combat win-at-all-costs mentality, it's essential to follow proper legal procedures. This includes conducting thorough investigations, presenting all evidence to the court, and respecting the rights of the accused. By adhering to these procedures, you can ensure that the case is decided based on the merits rather than the tactics used. Here are some legal tips to help you combat win-at-all-costs mentality. Build a strong case. A strong case is built on solid evidence and a thorough investigation. Take the time to gather all relevant evidence and present it in a clear and concise manner. Be honest. Don't hide or suppress evidence that doesn't support your case. Be upfront about any weaknesses in your case and address them head-on. Respect the rights of the accused. The accused has the right to a fair trial, and it's your responsibility to ensure that their rights are respected. This includes disclosing all evidence to the defense and avoiding any coercive tactics. Seek justice, not just convictions. Your ultimate goal as a prosecutor should be to seek justice, not just obtain a conviction. This means being open to the possibility that the accused may be innocent and pursuing the truth regardless of the outcome. By following these legal tips and adhering to proper legal procedures, you can combat win-at-all-costs mentality and ensure that justice is served. As a young lawyer, it's important to remember that your actions in the courtroom can have a significant impact on people's lives, and it's your duty to uphold the principles of justice and fairness.